Trying to achieve your dream body in today's world feels impossible. One person tells you have to cut carbs, another swears that fats are the enemy, and Margaret down the road tells you that protein's gonna destroy your kidneys. You are bombarded with advice to lift heavy, lift light, and now it feels like nothing you do is the right answer. But here's the truth, getting your dream body isn't actually complicated. It just boils down to a few key principles that when followed consistently makes everything else fall into place. Because let's be honest, your dream body shouldn't be a nightmare to achieve or maintain. But before we jump in, I really want to clarify what I mean by a dream body. Because your dream body could look like this, or this, or this, or even this. But having a dream body shouldn't just be about achieving a certain physical look. Don't get me wrong, it is great to have a body that looks good, but what's even better is having a body that feels good and improves your overall quality of life. You should be aiming for a body that's healthy and strong, not just curvy in all the right places or defined with six-pack abs. Don't feel pressure to stick to a specific beauty standard. This is your life and your personal journey. Focusing on what your body can do for you will make this transformation a lifestyle change and help you avoid jumping into unsustainable fad diets or restrictive plans that are really just going to make you miserable in the long run. And first up, for step one, you need to ditch the treadmill. When I first started my fitness journey, I was a certified cardio bunny. I'm telling you, I did it all. I would hike, I would run, I would do diabolical HIIT workouts that I found on YouTube. That was a dark time for me. But no matter what I did, I didn't feel like I was ever achieving the body that I was working so hard for. It wasn't until I started hitting the gym consistently and following a structured workout routine that I was actually starting to see some sort of results. And this isn't because cardio is bad and is something that should be avoided, but if your goal is to shape your body, then you need to build some sort of muscle as a foundation, and to do this, the easiest way is to lift weights. But if you're anything like I was, the thought of lifting weights literally makes you want to run for the hills, because weightlifting makes you bulky, right? Well, just hear me out. Remember when everyone lost their minds when that photo of Miley Cyrus at the Grammys circulated online? I swear it was literally my For You page for at least like a week or two. And if you wanted arms like hers, you probably just thought, well, I need to hop on the treadmill and get a little bit skinnier. But the truth is, Miley's arms don't look like that just because she's lean, but because she's got a solid foundation of muscle on her arms that are giving her that toned look. And that's the honest truth. People don't just get bulky by accident when they're lifting weights. Believe me, it takes years of lifting, eating, and consistency to grow a significant amount of muscle. Plus, for women with a significant lack of testosterone, the chances are of you hitting arms and then turning into Ronnie Coleman overnight are virtually zero. But simply going to the gym and working out isn't enough if your goal is to shape your body. You also need to be doing one key thing: applying progressive overload. And to do this, each and every single time you enter that gym, you need to increase the reps that you're doing on each exercise, or increase the weight you're doing the same amount of reps, and maintaining good form. For example, say it's glute day and you're doing hip thrusts for 3 sets of 8 reps at 100 kilos. The next time you walk into that gym and you hit glutes, I want you to either do 100 kilos again and aim for 9 reps, or keep aiming for 8 reps but up your weight to 102.5 or 105 kilos. This is because progressive overload in this way is the key to muscle growth. In order for your muscles to grow, they need something to adapt to and grow from. So you need to be increasing the amount of stress that you're putting on them over time. But of course, you can't track your workouts and see if you're progressively overloading if you don't have a structured workout split to begin with. So when it comes to picking the perfect split, my advice, don't overcomplicate it. There is no perfect split, just workout splits that align more with your goals and ones that you can sustainably stick to consistently over time. For example, say your goal is to focus on growing your lower body, then a lower body focus split where you do 2 or 3 days of lower body a week would make more sense to you. But if you wanted to put more emphasis on growing your upper body, then a 2 or 3 day upper body split may work better for you. Or say you have limited time in the gym each week, then a 3-day full body split is going to be the best one for you that you can stick to while seeing results. It honestly doesn't really matter which one you pick, just focus on hitting each muscle group twice per week, do 4 to 6 exercises per session, and split these sessions between 1 to 3 exercises per muscle group that you're training within that given session. But this also brings us to step 2. You need to fix your diet, because no matter how hard or consistently you're working out in the gym, you will not see any results if your diet is an absolute absolute mess. So first, you need to pick a diet that is sustainable for you and that aligns with your goals. I am not going to tell you to cut out carbs or go on a ridiculous restrictive fad diet. But put as simply as possible, if you're at a higher body fat percentage and you want to lean down, you need to be eating at maintenance or in a slight deficit. And if you are the opposite, if you are starting out leaner and want to build muscle, you need to be eating at maintenance or in a slight surplus. I won't go into too much detail on both diets in this video because I already have designated specific videos on this filmed on my channel, so I'll link them down below alongside my fat loss and my bulking guides if you're interested in more information on those topics. But also on the topic of dieting, I want to talk about the if it fits your macros type of diet I see circulating online. I actually followed this diet myself in the past, and yeah, I saw results while doing this diet, but I also felt bloated, tired, sluggish, and my workouts were so bad. I think sometimes we forget that your body has to break down and use everything that you were putting into it. So of course it's going to respond differently to a steak versus a protein bar. Yes, both are sources of protein, but they have completely different nutritional profiles and ingredients. So of course your body is going to respond to and digest them differently. And this is not only going to affect how you feel, but also how you look in the long run. Prioritizing whole foods is the key to reaching your fitness goals. And if you told me this 3 years ago, I would have laughed in your face because calories in, calories out, and that is all that matters. A calorie is a calorie no matter where it is coming from. But this really isn't true. And the food you eat massively affects how you feel. And if you're confused about what a whole food actually is, I like to think of them as ingredients. So they're basically the building blocks to what you would make your meals out of. So this would cover things like fresh fruits and vegetables, grains, starchy carbohydrates, lean cuts of protein like chicken or beef, eggs, dairy products like cheese, milk, or yogurt, things that are more singular in nature and don't come with a massive list of ingredients of what's actually in them. Making 80% of your diet these foods will make sure your body has the micronutrients it needs to help with recovery, push harder in your workouts, improve your digestion, making your body look less inflamed or watery, and improve your final results, your whole look that you're working so hard for. And to keep it simple, if you want to build muscle, you need to be eating enough protein. Without overcomplicating your protein intake too much, most people should aim for 1.6 to 2.2 grams of protein per kilogram of your body weight. To make it even more simple, just aim for around 30 to 40 grams of protein for every meal you have. So if you're eating 3 to 5 meals a day, you're going to be well on your way to having a protein-rich diet. Once you have your diet and your training in place, you're going to be well on your way to having your desired physique or your desired healthy body. But there are a few tools that can make this process so much easier, and one of our first tools is cardio. Cardio not only helps you burn more calories, but it improves your digestion, boosts your mood, and keeps you active every single day. Staying consistent with some form of exercise on the daily helps you build momentum and will help sticking to your fitness goals so much in the long run. Now, I'm not saying you need to download Strava or start doing insanely intense HIIT exercises every single day. Even something simple like hitting 8,000 to 10,000 steps a day will help you burn around 300 to 400 extra calories with minimal effort and have such a big impact on both your body's mental and physical health. Now, the second of our tools, which is disgustingly overlooked, is rest and recovery. When I first started out, I thought I needed to be in the gym as much as possible in order to reach my goals. But that honestly couldn't be further from the truth. If you don't give your body enough time to rest, you're setting yourself up for burnout, injury, and exhaustion. It also creates this weird all or nothing mindset towards fitness, which if you have one slip up, you end up giving up altogether because you just feel like you've failed. You should be programming in at least 1 or 2 rest days each and every week. But you don't have to avoid the gym entirely on these rest days, just opt for some lighter forms of cardio or stretching to keep that movement in, but also while giving your body enough time to rest and recover. And also on the topic of rest and recovery, we have sleep. You need to be aiming to sleep at least 7 to 8 hours every single night. And if you don't get 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep, you're going to be affecting not only your mood, but your energy levels, your hunger hormones, and you're going to be so much more likely to stray off plan and eat whatever you feel like in order to get the energy that you should have got during the night when you were sleeping. So for the love of your health and fitness, make like Princess Aurora and get your beauty sleep. I really felt like a Disney adult saying that. Getting a body that not only looks good but feels good takes time, consistency, and a lot of effort, but that's what makes the journey so rewarding. Hopefully you found this guide helpful. Please let me know down below if you did. Let me know what you want to see next from me, and hopefully I will catch you guys in my next video.